Alright, so let's get started. First game. Bricks of against Genkai. Sunrisanti up against Haru as the starters. Let's go, boys. There weren't many things I said while I was muted. I keep forgetting that I have to unmute myself. Just about some specifics with this match. Let me make sure I get this right. Okay. The Sunrisanti on the bottom. With the 30 cards, Melodious, I'm assuming here, up against what could be another Melodious. But this time around it's not 30 cards, it is 24. Cosmic Cyclone to start off the turn, banishing the breakthrough skill. Ostinato as well, pretty good starter. Hype match today, guys. It's what could be one of the best matches of the whole playoffs, right out the gate in top 12. And right out the gate, also Haru going for the Bloom Prima. It's not often you see that, being the first, well, considering it's Ostinato, right? You could afford to just take the risk here. Breakthrough skill though, number 2, gonna come through. And well, in the end phase, can get the materials back, thanks to Ostinato's effect. Sun, 3 cards to work with. It didn't, summon any monster in the previous turn, so he still got the skill active. And well, we're just gonna be waiting to see what kind of options he's got available, because Haru already kind of set up, has Solo as one of the monsters, which is pretty helpful. Chopina is going to get negated. And he sets one monster. Alright, so unless that monster is something like a Solo, going to be pretty hard to live through this turn, I feel like. End phase. Maybe Haru has something. Does he have that something, perhaps, to... Alright. There you go, TTH. The something to get rid of his own Solo, as well as the... Hey, am I lagging all of a sudden? Well, his own TTH will be, in response, activated to Haru's. Chain resolves, all monsters gone. Let's see what Sun had. He did have a Solo himself. 4 from Haru. Can activate the skill very easily here. He got that Chopin out thanks to Ostinato. Let's not forget. And adds back the Solo. And just swings for game, just like that. Now Haru 1-up. Guys, I will quickly restart the stream. I have an option that just lags me out. I'm so sorry. Alright, we are back. Greatly sorry for that. I haven't, like, I've only messed around with one filter and it just kept saying that I'm in 10% lagging frames. So to recap, Genkai Code has won the starter battle up against the Melodious Mirror. And they will actually, in fact, repeat right off the bat their Melodious, which is curious to see. It's not often that you see Melodious being repeated against Melodious, but let's check it out. Soon going second this time. Maybe has a little more luck on the draw. Maybe he does get to start with a pretty good monster, or rather a pretty good starting overall. Sorry guys, to recap once again, I had to restart the stream. There was an option that wasn't supposed to be there. It lagged out the stream, so it was best to just do it as soon as possible. So I apologize once again. The one that started pretty badly here actually was Haru. 25 cards. Well, there is that slight chance, but I'm willing to believe the face down monster is something like a solo, which isn't that easy to be outed, I would say. Way, since it's still the beginning of the stream, I hope you guys have been having a pretty good day. This is only the first match of the playoffs that starts, not just today, but the playoffs as a whole, and it's one of the most memorable matches, at least from the previous, from this season actually alone, because these two teams actually have faced each other. Diva out solo, right? Well, I guess it kind of depends if there is a... Yeah, it has to be solo for sure. Alright, we see playable starter for Spoon. As a soprano, since if we had a skill, should be adding Chopina onto the field. Or, alright, yeah, there's the Chopina. Already know he's gonna add the soprano back to hand, and with that, we have something like a Sonata perhaps. 2 resets? Resets. And we'll be passing, so he won't be attacking anytime soon into what could be. What could be that that solo. Alright, we see an MST as well. For the leftmost card, it is a dead Necrofusion. That's a pretty good snipe. Obviously dead right now, but you'd rather have it being destroyed and dead now than later. Solo, flipped face up. Or as well on the field, he has the skill, so he can easily just go into Chopina and add it back. But this is public information. Oh, Mozara. Alright, so he already probably has the Chopina in hand. Unfortunate a bit, but that is a pretty good board. And there is one trap already in Sunrisane's graveyard, so that TTH we've seen earlier, it's not gonna be effective here. And we've also seen 2 breakthrough skills, I believe, from his own side, so not going to be a whole lot of useful cards here. He's gotta have something else to stop this. Attacks with Mozarta first. Are we going to see a score from Sunrisanti's hand? We know one of the cards from his own hand, but just one. He did have the score, so he at least can protect against this attack, but that would be fine. 3900 is the maximum attack here. It's not lethal. Perhaps wrong attack order. But it was pretty unlikely to say that score was in Sunrisanti's hand. It's a fair attack order. Alright, we have now 2 Melodious monsters in the grave, one thanks to the score and one thanks to the Maestra. Super Team Body Force Unite actually will be activating. Keep in mind, you can target whatever fairy you want on the field and you can just special summon any fairy, which is probably Chopina here. Or the Soprano. As the score. So, unless Haru has a second score. Oh my god, he does have a second score. To combat this second score from Sunrisanti. And once again, the monsters will just kiss each other. And with that, the end phase and Necrofusion to be coming through. This time around alive. Soon making the best out of what he could with what he got. Bloom Diva. Just let the animation run through one time. Very floral. Alright, now back to Sun. Just sets one, attacks into the Chopina and ends. No score. Did I miss it? Well, there's one glossy here, and well, that one is vanished. We cannot view it anymore, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Either way, Haru also matches Sunrisanti's top deck there. Also sets a card, but he is... Ooh, gonna get MST'd. Let's check the back route. It is a breakthrough skill. It is a card that could out Bloom Diva on the very next turn. Enters battle. Know what you want to see if you're Sun here, because your Bloom Diva is probably gonna be destroyed. And because Solo is the one card here that kind of plays around a potential score from Sun. Also tops another back row. It could give him another follow-up, perhaps with a Necrofusion, perhaps. Wasn't to be a score from Sun, so his Bloom Diva now dies. 2 cards to work with in hand. First Movement Solo was the card he topped on the previous turn, so he thought that that's Soprano potential. Goes for a solo himself. Alright. Could crash. Or he could be going for a fusion. Soprano, the Melodious Songstress effect will be activating. We'll be going for the fusion. Which will it be? Gonna be Schuberta. Immediately will be banishing. Have a couple of cards that he could very easily banish. And it will be 2 scores and 1 Mozarta. he still has one Chopina as well as this solo left in the grave. So still sufficient material for a Necrofusion if it is to come. Also, Soprano as well can add that solo. Can opt for his own fusion for the next turn. Could even crash. But yeah, Haru evidently here has the card advantage. 4 cards to just 1 for now. You know, one of them solo, but it's gonna be used as the fusion material. There it is, the normal summon coming through. I'll be going for his own Shibura. Pretty hard to match the attack of 3000. Hello, Bixie. What's up?
Hello.
So, should I screen share the game to you, or would you like to join? Alright.
Please. Thank you.
I got you. Alright, so in the first game we had Melodious Mirror. Sunrisani didn't quite get an opening hand that is quite playable, so they opted in fact to repeat Melodious up against Melodious. And this is where we are right now. Haru in the leading position, and this first movement solo, I think this one seals the deal.
Yeah.
And well, that will be it. Haru grabbing the first 2 wins. 2 very tough mirrors of Melodious up against, you know, like this matchup, right, Bixie? It's so wild. Like both players are so good.
Yeah. I mean, it might seem like boring to some people, but actually the matchup kind of requires a lot, and it also depends on like what techs you play, right? Like for example, some people play Necrofusion, some people play Super Buddy, some play maybe even both, and it also depends on like the number of breakthrough skills you play in the main deck. So there's a lot of variables in the matchup.
Right, I agree, and it mostly really depends on getting that really good opening hand where you don't, you know, send a solo off of the skill, maybe get that soprano going, you know, floats, and not float exactly, but just have as many materials as you can in order to potentially outgrind the other Melodious player.
Yeah, and one of the keys to the matchup is actually whoever has access to score over the other player. So whoever has more scores usually, from what I'm told, has a slight advantage in a mirror.
Yeah, it does seem very true, because just earlier there was quite a desperate play, you could say, that Sun did, where he allowed some form of attacks to go through in order to grab a second score in his opponent's battle phase, but Haru did have a second score that he opened up with, so it was a little unfortunate, and I think that was the play that sealed the game. But breaks, well, at least they get to counter pick, not in the most ideal position though, but
yeah,
well, it can only get brighter from here.
Yeah, I guess they send in like a harpy or something, right?
Yeah, usually the harpy is the go-to send.
Yeah, and since Sun repeated, I think chances are his second deck was probably not harpies.
Yeah, that actually really makes me wonder his second deck being that bad against Melodious that he had to repeat Melodious.
Maybe could have been heroes, I think.
Perhaps. I'm not
Mm,
quite the best versed in the matchups right now.
uh, I think Melodious is favored against heroes. Yeah, but it's definitely not Harpies, that's for sure. Uh, so did someone enter the room or?
Yeah, so Sniffus will be the next player
Ooh,
for Bricks and Potatoes. So the first counter pick coming through to try to combat up against that Melodious from Haru, which is getting a little too steam, 2-0 as Melodious.
yeah. Like the fact that your Melodious is going 2-0 and potentially more is quite disturbing, right? Because usually I think the past few weeks most of the decks that streaked were like Harpies and Gaia, I would say.
Yeah, I would say
You
so as
rarely
well.
see Melodious streak, so it's kind of dangerous now.
Right, yeah. Not only due to it being, that deck to counter or among the decks to counter, but I really don't see them getting that many wins in the first place. But
Yeah,
we'll see. Sniffus coming through, going first with Yami Yugi.
Yosenju.
21 cards as well.
He played Yosenju against us, like, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, if it is Yosenju, well, that is a pretty good counter to Melodious.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think you send Gaia into Melodious, right?
I don't think
Eh,
so much either. I think like you definitely have a lot more options before Gaia.
it's just Senju.
Alright, yeah, that's quite spicy.
Yep. It's the counter to Melodious when you don't want to play Harpies. I think everyone is like a bit tired of Harpies already. Like back in the automats. Okay,
Yeah.
so he sets one. I mean,
Well, could be alright. He at least had the Isna, right? So he at least got the 3+1 on his first turn. But I'm expecting to see at least one matchup here.
yeah, definitely.
And even then,
And
like,
this matchup is kind of tricky, right? It depends if Snippers plays Sword Sting.
mhm.
Yeah, and
Sort of
like,
thing, that's one of the cards, but there's also, like, very rarely Yosenju's could run Drowning as well as another out.
but
But
oh yeah, I just remember. I think Snippers ran like triple drowning against us, so it could very well be drowning actually.
well, Scores Thing or Drowning, that does out this current board right now with just a solo from Haru. Let's see if he will extend from this. Obviously he will. You want to get that Shopina out, get all those materials for free.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing about Melodious, right? Like one of the reasons you rarely see it shriek is like you could just open unplayable. You can just open like Dub Shopina Mozata and you just lose without playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's very much a very sad
Wow.
opener.
Oh, there's a delay.
The delay here. Is it a hand trap or the
Oh,
Drowning Mirror
no, it was a
Force?
drowning. Nice.
Stands the
Okay.
Shopina and the Sonata back to back, and while Haru has at least one monster remaining, but now Sniffus can begin his counterattack.
Yeah.
Drowning right off the bat, at least being able to deal with those two potential lethal attacks.
Mhm. I'm surprised he went with two attacks though. Like, because if he didn't sense delay when he special summoned the Sonata, maybe, or like when he activated the first solo movement, maybe he should have just attacked with one instead. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps.
Oh, breakthrough skill.
Yeah, that's gonna kill Sniffles' turn for the moment. He
But
can
not
at least
because.
attack directly,
Yeah.
or the
No,
face
he
down.
can't. Right? He can't.
Oh, he
It's
cannot,
breakthrough.
yeah.
It's
He
negated.
is
Yeah.
negated, yeah.
And it won't even return to that.
Oh, that also kills the Source Thing if he does have one, so... Well,
Yeah.
obviously also the Drowning. But
Yep. Yep.
that's actually very good for Haru. He could use this turn as an opportunity to recuperate and perhaps go for, I don't know, fusion. But probably it's not
It's.
the best to go into fusions for now.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard to recuperate right now, right? Because he has like one monster set, so he can't use first solo, he can't use ostinato, and he has no melodious monsters in the grave, so
Yeah, only in the
oh,
hand with the
just
score.
goes for the score. Okay.
Alright, big
Okay, there's a
delay.
veil delay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Does opt
chooses
to
to
go for
summon
it.
it. Hmm.
Back to Sniffus. We know that there is one Isla in hand.
Yeah.
Anything else though, aside from that? There is a comma one.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Kama one into Isna, draw one.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. You wanna throw as many cards right now as possible. Try
Yeah.
to have more than Haru.
Oh, he just has game, right? He just goes for Sin, Banish, attack with Sin and Kama one for game.
Yeah,
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 that's about it.
that is game.
Yep,
Just like that.
just
Sniffus.
like that.
Sniffus, well, you'd expect Sniffus to get the win here, but that was really quite quick. And it was all thanks to that very important drawing there. Haru, maybe the delays there not being fully read.
Yeah,
Wanted to really force that drowning, but he needed to have a better follow-up.
could be, could be. Uh,
Drowning won the game, yeah guys. It wins games. Well, at least in the Senju deck where you expect drowning at times, you know, to be there. Well, that's actually an important factor going into this next match if you're Haru. Now you know your opponent is running drowning. Question is, you know, how many? And well, now because drowning has been seen, he has to really take that into account going
yeah,
into this
you
next
kind of
duel.
have to play around it now, right?
Yep. Which could
So,
swing both ways. Could be very beneficial for Sniffus if he doesn't have the drowning set, but you know, if he does have it set and Haru 3 attack position monsters, I guess that's it.
yeah, and Snippets can even like just fix at a tanky, and Haru might have to assume that it's a drowning and play around it.
Yep, the mind games right now are going to be very important. Right, I think they switched places.
Oh,
Sniffus on the
okay.
top, Haru on the bottom. And Haru's
That's
second
not
deck
very good.
could be Harped.
Any chance of it being Tyranids? No, right?
I mean, it
Imagine
could
he
be.
goes. Imagine he
Genkai
goes
code,
King Gold.
Genkai code actually isn't stranger to Trimates. I have seen them use, for example, on ATM especially. Although he isn't in a lineup right now. I think Kanzawa as well used but the issue is their choice of character for Trimates is actually Sartorius due to Librarian.
Ah, Like
So
right? Yeah.
it could still be. There's always that 1% chance, but I'm going to believe Haru did go ahead with the pair of the largely regarded as the two best decks right now.
Mm-hmm. And if it is Harpies, then it's gonna be still gonna be an uphill battle for Haru, because I don't think Harpies is. It depends on if you draw your back row.
More
It's
or
very
less, yeah.
reliant on drawing your back row. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Speak of the back row.
Oh, that's a lot of back row. And there's a veil.
There it is, the veil coming in, and Oracle at least can retrieve that Harpist Hunting Ground. Veil here being on the field could be meaning that the Source thing could be dead, but considering there was no card being set just yet and Harpist Hunting Ground is added to the hand, I don't think Sniffus wants to set any card just.
Yeah.
Seems Yosenju performs better in team competitions than tourneys. That, I think, is correct because you have that factor where you have an idea on what your opponent could be playing. And if you have that idea, well, Yosenju kind of excels against both Melodious and Harpies. And, well, Sniffus could very well go 2-0 with Yosenju right now. Haru, it all depends on the back row right now.
Yeah.
And we see is not this card.
Oh my god. Everything's coming.
Yep. No response here. Kama 1. Gonna be special summoning another Izna.
Oh, but TTH will be so big right now.
It did activate Izna first rather than Kama 1, which is fine.
Yeah, because you don't want to like bounce the Oracle to give him like discards for Channeler or let him summon it again for Hunting Ground.
Right. Nifus also has the choice here to go for a rank 4 if need be.
Yeah. Would you go for a rank 4 in this situation?
I would not. I would not,
Really?
but there's always that possibility. The issue right now is that that back row has to, be baited somehow. And, well, if you keep just the Veil for the next turn, you better have another hand trap.
True.
Because, yeah, you wouldn't really set a whole lot of back row right now.
Yeah. If you make an Xyz, it's just gonna get like something or like. May as well just leave the veil there. Thinking very long.
Yeah, Haru is very much thinking here. Another actual recent trend we have seen in Harpies is that they got to main deck MST, right?
Yep. For the hero matchup and the DDD matchup.
Yeah, so that could be as well if Haru runs MST. That could be in there.
Oh. Okay.
Go
Just
straight
opting to
for it.
attack.
A book or I wouldn't say maybe a TTH because it surely probably could have been used by now. Oh, Soul's Nest.
Oh.
Alright.
Nest into Harpist, maybe?
Yeah. Harpist. That premium stat line, you could say, 1700, doesn't allow Kama 1 or the D hero monsters to go over it.
True.
Oh, Chandler. Uh-oh. With the discard, is it a Harpy?
Yeah,
No.
it's the Hunting Ground, yeah. Go and get it.
Right, not like it matters a whole lot at this point. Still has that, feather rest that he could go for. Unless
Yep.
he just wants to go for, game through.
Yeah, he's gonna try to go for game.
Yeah.
But keeping in mind that Snippers, if he takes damage this turn, he triggers the draw right away. Like he already took damage the previous turn from
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
He did take 1300, so just a slight attack of 700. Alright, he is going for it, and he
he
had the
summons from
cyber.
hand.
Yeah. Oh, that's a rank
goodness.
4.
Oh, Gaga. Oh, wow, Gaga Samurai. Okay.
It's been a while since we've seen him.
Yeah, it's been a while. Not the most common Pixies to have in your extra deck right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
there's oh my, there's no hand trap. This is big.
Yeah. There could have been a chance there, an opening for Sniffus, but it just wasn't meant to be after that weak opening, you could say. That Soul's Nest being the card that made the difference there.
I guess you could have said that Haru maybe have read that Sniffers didn't have an hand trap because he didn't exceed with the veil. Like he opted to leave it there. I don't know. Could be.
Yeah, that could be one thing, but I think he would have lost either way if Haru did go for the lethal play there. What was
True.
Sniffus playing? Yosenju for his first deck. Now we are on the second deck. He's still playing
And
as
it's still
Yami
Yami Yugi.
Yeah. Let's see the card count. That could be an important. Oh, okay, that's a big
Oh,
deck.
it's Thunder Dragons.
29.
Thunder
The special.
Dragons.
Yeah, he is going first. Yeah, not a whole lot of decks that can afford to run those high card counts on Yami Yugi, so Thunder Dragon could very well be the best guest there. And I think that's also fine against Harpies.
Yeah. If anything, it's actually Thunder favored.
Yeah. So, well, I guess Sniffus is that designated Harpy counter, though still you are on the back foot right now, 1 and 3.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, opens the solar.
Yeah, and he did opt to add 2 OG Thunder Dragons, so he probably also has something like a 3.
Ooh. Okay.
Goes for the immediate duel, which will trigger the Dark Surge and the Solar Token. It's
Maybe
enough,
search
definitely,
100
to live.
Nah, I don't think you search 100 Thunders here. You search Hawk maybe?
Roar. Alright.
Okay. Oh. Uh-huh.
Right.
He's taking back the dark to chain block the slash.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very fair play. Because, right, if you're Sniffus, you've noticed your opponent summoned Cyber Harpy Lady from hand with Egoist in the previous duel. Which means if he had a Harpy in the deck, he would have for sure summoned it. And if it was a Lady 1 as well, something to perhaps get over that duel. But now that I'm saying this, I realize duel would gain sufficient attack in order to get over the already boosted Cyber Slash by the Lady 1. So it's going to be very hard for Haru to deal with this duel.
Yeah. Without the bounce, you're pretty much not gonna beat the duel by battle.
Yeah, and that's already assuming that you have a pretty good hand with your Haru. And well, there's Chandler with Feather Rest. Oh no. Not the best discard.
Means his hand is probably like all three, probably all techs or something.
Yeah. It could still be to his benefit. We'll give that. But Nifus, he could have an insane follow-up and we just don't know it yet. So we'll see how that goes. Dark used to chain block here.
Yep. As we said earlier.
Yep.
So if you're Haru now, you probably clear the. Do you even clear the token? Okay.
It does. Alright, interesting. Duel as well, for activating the end phase. Probably gonna add that to the bottom. We know he's got 2 OGs.
2 OGs and 1 dark.
Yep.
So, not the most ideal hand right now, but all you need is just like 1 melody or 1 gold sock.
Yeah, and then you get starting off melody.
See? That's what I mean. You just need that 1 card.
I wonder if he top decked this or if he already had it. Because if he already had it, I would have loved to say he probably would have used it already, but he did add 2 OGs. Not, you know, 1 by 1.
Mm-hmm. He could very well have had it since turn 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the dual solar and the token pretty much makes him make sure he doesn't lose, you know.
Yeah.
Don't get OTK.
Yeah, the chain block there is huge, and you know, HeyZZy just can't get over that duo. Has the levy and the advance. Ought to clear this whole back row if he can.
If he doesn't have like a chalice or a breakthrough, I think it's pretty over.
Yeah, I honestly think like the best bet there would just be to leave it through. If you don't have any of those cards, of course.
Probably you let it through.
Yeah, and he does do that. You see the Hawk added to the hand, the Roar will be floating into... well, either Hawk or Roar.
Mm-hmm.
Now the back row.
Probably 2 back row.
Yeah.
Because you have Advanced Dragon to pop the slash anyways.
Yeah. We see a Book of Moon and a Soul's Nest being destroyed.
No.
Advanced, non-targeting pop on resolution, Cyber Slash. Good night.
Good.
And at this point, like, even with this board, you're just fine.
Yeah.
Anything else is just a bonus. There's Duel that we know there is, and he will be special summoning it. We know there's a Hawk. Like, he could just, just enter battle phase if you want.
That's devastating.
Yeah. Oh, a little unfortunate there. That actually the MSD was the only dead card you could stay there, but it was at least equalizing and knocking out Haru.
Haru went 3-2, right?
Yeah, 3 and 2.
Yeah,
2 wins with Melodious, 1 with Haru.
Still pretty good, I'll say.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you're Genkai now, and you have a Gaia, this is like the best chance for you to send it in.
Definitely. If we actually check the match report last week from Genkai Code, we noticed that they played 2 Gaias.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to find the report now.
I know for sure that one Gaia did get repeated towards the end, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Karagi-kun will be coming in. I'm not sure if he was the player, but...
Yes, he was the Gaia player. Yeah.
Alright, then we already know. He's going first as well. He can set up. Yeah, so a very immediate counter deck there. Prepare for Sniff's Thunder Dragons. Yeah,
Yep.
indeed it is, Gaia. Has the combo as well.
Mm-hmm.
Only a matter of which text you open there.
Yeah. Actually, since the Gaia is going first, Snippers has like a small window where he can steal the win, depending on the hand.
Yeah, he could be playing through Paragicon's back row if he has any. Oh no!
Oh my god! It's
I
just
just cursed him. I just cursed him.
What did you do?
I'm so sorry, Karagi-kun. Oh no! And he special didn't attack. Well, considering his special sound didn't attack, maybe just maybe there is that slight possibility for a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
But oh man. Okay, Sniffus still like 29 cards. Thunder Dragon isn't known as the most consistent deck in the universe.
Yeah.
I don't want to curse him either, just so it's clear.
But you know what happens.
Well, both players opened a starter, but they didn't open like, well, Karagi didn't open back row, which one could see it as an extender. Sniffus could very well just, you know, solar pass. You have to special summon an attack so Roar doesn't clear it for free. Oh, yeah, that is a good point, Buns. Yeah. Alright. Gets the token out. This is the perfect board for a Trishula play if Sniffus runs it.
I'm pretty sure he does. I mean, most lists run it now. Yep.
Yep, there it is. Trishula, the bad one.
The bad one, but the good one in this situation because he's just 100 bigger than the Gaia.
Oh, yeah, that's so crucial actually. Yeah, this is the real Trishula, not the Dragon of the Ice Barrier or the Necros one. Opium, we're gonna see Necros.
Rib Necros.
Yeah. Dark as well. Netting a search could add a roar here, which could in turn add whatever. But opts to go for the Thunder, 100 Thunders.
Okay, so this forces Karage to pop. If he has Soldier in hand, he will pop the 100 Thunders, I think.
Yeah. This is where
So-
Sniffus maybe just went ahead and you know, set the back row first instead of attempting to enter the battle phase to see maybe if there is that soldier in play.
Mm-hmm. Ah. Oh, okay. So probably doesn't have a soldier in hand.
Mm-hmm. Alright, back to Karagi-kun. Now, if you're Karagi, you're hoping to see another Gaia monster and thin out your deck just to draw into those chalices, into those, you know, cards that could stop Thunder Dragons.
Yeah. Or like, oh, he had the soldier in hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's good because he can get rid of that zero attack Gaia now, which is
Indeed.
kind of clogging up the board. Which is like useless right now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he has like a something which can reset the attack like Book of Chalice.
Oh yeah,
Which
Chalice
is-
would actually be pretty huge there if he intends to go for a second fusion. Because Sniffus, well, he's gotta activate that 100 Thunders for the Hawk in order to protect himself. But even then, like, I'm not sure.
Chalice wouldn't be the most ideal because it makes his Gaia not Gaia the Dragon Champion anymore. So
Yeah.
Timbers can use hand traps. But we see a Dragon's Mirror here.
Right, so that's not gonna be a factor anymore. He could have the lethal play there, but Sniffles does have the protection necessary with the
He
100
has
Thunders.
to activate he has to activate 100 Thunders before battle phase though.
Yeah, solely
To
because
not
we know
pass.
there is a soldier.
Yep.
Alright, there it is, the 100 Thunders.
Mm-hmm.
Still, if there's a Chalice, I think this could still be game.
Yeah. But it has to be a challenge that's off the top because he didn't set any spell traps during his first turn, so
Yeah.
oh my god, he ripped it!
Speak of the caster's curse. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. He ripped it, right?
He
I'm
had
pretty
to
sure
have
he
ripped it.
Yeah, if he didn't, then he would have said it during the first turn, right?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Wow.
that was sick.
That was sick, but... Oh, that's so nasty, man. Well, it does put Genkai Code in the ideal position here, but now, BMP down by 2 now. And, well, I think this would be the ideal moment to bring up that this stream is sponsored, and I would like to show you a 7-minute video of the following ad. So bear with me, guys. We're gonna watch some cool stuff today. Give me one moment to set everything up. I'll be deafening myself, Bixie. Well.
Okay.
Alright, boys.
Danger Force returns, and the baddest villains are back and taking evil to a whole new level. That's Rick Twitler.
No. Wrong. Forgot to set up the good one. Okay, now it should be good. Damn it. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking by. That was a Blade Runner, an amazing Adult Swim Crunchyroll original animated series inspired by obviously Blade Runner, and we're gonna be seeing that very soon. I'm hoping it's going to be an amazing series. With that, let's go straight into the next game. We have Chris joining the table as mentioned earlier, and he is coming up with My Valentine, so probably Harky's here. Let's check it out. So, in the meantime, let's see what happened. Karagi-kun activated the skill, added the soldier, which will in turn, he will be normal summoning guy, the magical knight, special summon the dragonfire. Dragonfire will pop HHG and will be going for the fusion. Magical Knight of Dragons to be coming onto the field. We know there is a soldier in hand. We know there is a magical knight on the field. One pop available. Perfumer adding the Egotist. Egotist activating. Specials the Lady 1, and here he will be going for the Soul's Nest. Goes for the Harpist, opts for the Cyber Slash. Here, Gaia will be activating MSD in response, which will still activate the Cyber Slash, and Soldier will be chaining in response. Chain resolves, only the Galloping Gaia is destroyed. Soldier puts Cyber Slash to defense, sets 2, adds a Channeler, and now back to Karagi-kun. Soldier tributes itself. Magical Knight, Origin, and now there's the TTH, which completely blows Karagikon out of this game, I'm thinking, yep, Chris just has game here, and that's it. So, with Rap God part out of the way, Chris gets the win against Harp, against Gaia.
Yeah. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No worries.
You were like
Yeah.
on a roll there. I was like, I'm not coming in.
Yeah. Well, Chris did his job. At least he got rid of the Gaia deck, and now I'm expecting the mirror. Now it should be fully caught up. Perfumer, well, obviously both of the field spells will be destroyed here. We are no longer an Irish. We are Yugyush. Oh, number 18, right off the bat for Karagikon. In attack, no back row. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that's very rough. All these games, Karagikon hasn't started with any back row.
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, the one back row that he managed to get was the one that helped him win the game. And well, book onto number 18. That's game. That's gotta be game.
Yeah, that's gotta be game.
Yeah, not much else to say there. Like Karagikun, he's just so unlucky. It feels like no back row. Well, the one back row he got was used to win, but he most often relied on like Soldier in the first two games, as we've seen in that long chain link in game 2. Chain link in the game 1, he used Soldier for game. Not a whole lot of things there to say for Karagikun.
Oh, but it might not be. Wait, did he search Egotis?
No, he did not search Egotis, but that tells me he has. He has to have it, right?
Yeah.
In no way was Chris missing this very easy lethal. Alright, and with that we are equalized in score. Chris, well, now he's gonna have to expect that that counter pick. Still a couple of members left on Genkai code: Kanzawa, Sunsun, and All Ain. Let me check once again the match report from last week. Keep in mind, last week it was one of the feature matches. Genkai Code had to lose that with as close as of a margin as possible in order to make playoffs, or of course win it. Whereas Sensei, they had to win that, make playoffs pretty much. And in that fight, actually the exact same roster minus Haru for Simon. Simon started for them back then with Magnets and Witchcraft. Okay. And well, Haru now, he did his job with Melodious. But in the other 4 players, they're all the same. And Sunsun last week was spotted playing Dark Lord.
Oh yeah,
So,
that spice. I remember that.
Yeah, it was quite spicy. They did manage to get rid of the TG deck using the repeat on the Dark Lord. So they did have faith that Dark Lord could stop a deck like TG. So maybe, just maybe, it could also stop a deck like Harpies. We're gonna have to wait and see. Chris, a Blade Runner. We're gonna get memed so hard on this, aren't we? Well, not you in particular, but I guess Team Wars. Home runner. Well, we'll see which of these two teams are gonna go home, because I do have a graphic prepared for you. Hopefully I click on the right thing. Alright, yeah, so we have the playoffs matchup, Run 1, between Bricks and Potatoes and Genkai Code. The game going on down right now. Best Team Wars placing for Bricks and Potatoes. Keep in mind, they are champions of Season 5. They do have a ring. And Genkai Code, while most of their players could be attributed to those of past Destiny draw, there is a lot more for that to say. In their past encounter, Genkai Code did lose, but they are quickly looking to get another win. Sun, the man we spoke of earlier, joined the table and came into it with 20 cards, Yami-Yugi. On that Dark Lord deck we have seen on the match board, there was Dross and Spell Trap. I'm not sure if on... Okay.
Oh my god, it really is Dark Lord?
Okay, yeah. Dark Lord. Playoffs. Round 1. Top 12. Two of the best teams this league has ever seen. Sun, one of the best players this game has ever seen. And he's going ahead with the Dark Lords.
Let's go.
As a Sanctified, off of the Naston shuffling away the banishment, and that's gonna be it. No contact as of now, but he does have Superbia in the grave. He had to discard Superbia and Dire.
Yeah, that's pretty
Starting
bad.
Desire is pretty bad, but... Oh, book.
Oh no.
That's just gonna be one again now, and it's gotta have to send something from the hand now. Chris. Alright, he doesn't have the Channeler, fortunately for Sun. For now, there could be a Swallow's Nest.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's gotta use that. Oh no, Morning Star.
Oh my god,
as well.
his hand is so bad.
Oh my god.
The only 3 monsters that you don't really want to draw. Oh, it's
Yeah.
over.
He opened Banishment, Desire, Superbia, Morningstar. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh no. And he did have the Soul's Nest, so now there's not much we can say except, well, not the best showing of Dark Lords, but last week, if there's anything last week told us about this deck, well, Sun likes to repeat it if things don't go his way, so unless his second deck is better, but he probably would have went with that first.
Yeah. I mean, he might not be dead this turn because Chris searched rest.
Yeah, and he did discard a Lady 1, but he's going to return it.
But regardless, it's not looking
He's
good.
for sure like dead. Like discard this. Is this Egoist? No, he did set it. Alright. Attack. Well, even with Popularity 1... Oh no, it would have been exact game actually. Pretty sure. 1600 with 29. Yeah, that would have been exact game if he did have the Egoist there. Alright, Sun. Well, there is that Nastan on his side. Yeah. Not a whole lot he can do there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, he immediately repeats.
Okay.
So we will be seeing once again take 2 between Harpies and Dark Lords. I cannot say that without a straight face. It's not often that, you know, we get to see... Oh, he's going first again. Hopefully maybe this night doesn't open, you know, a 0 point something % hand. Like you love seeing that banishment, you love seeing that contact as well. Ukabak, that is a pretty okay start. With Ukabak, you can send whatever Dark Lord card you want from your deck to the grave. Contact here is usually a pretty good target, and he also has the banishment. So, Amdusk here, you can grab the contact, and well, you also drop one Dark Lord monster in the grave. He drops the Tez, so that's already a pretty good, like almost the ideal turn 1, I think. Amdusk here, you go for the contact, you get the Tez out. With Tez, you search that Sanctified. And yeah, you just said it, and I guess that's it. Here is where a card, probably like MSD, could come in clutch. Or is that one negate when a Harpy monster isn't out just yet. Let's see. In the previous game, he didn't have the best of opening hands either, because he didn't manage to lethal through 4,500 life points, but Sun as well didn't. I mean, that's gotta be the worst hand ever for Dark Lord. It's all the more exciting to see if he can, with a good hand this time around, change the tide of the duel. Chandler, good start. We'll be forcing out that Sanctified.
Which is essentially free, because like you can just use it from the grave again.
Yep. And that's also if he has a Book of Moon. This plays through a Book of Moon as well.
Yeah. And even if Chris has an Egotist, he can't use it because Channeler is not popular anymore.
Indeed. So he is stuck on this one monster and one monster only, unless he has a Soul's Nest, but that just prompts a second negate. Does have it, so he will be attempting to force that second negate. This means that his own Harpist, his own hunting ground will be destroyed. Interesting. So he did have the Egotist in the opening. Soon. Well, at least he has the negate for the Cyber Slash, but that has, well, will be gone pretty soon as a result. I mean, at that point, you'd rather keep the Sanctified for the Cyber Slash itself rather than risk it on Harpist and, you know, probably get Soul's Nested again. Chooses to keep the negate as well. And we'll be ending the turn with just a Chandler in the hand, alongside one another. Draw Sense, Spell Trap revealed for Sun. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be the Banishment. You can search any card you want from your deck, pretty much. It's like all of your cards are Dark Lord. Contact here can get Tez or Ukabak. Ukabak though, not sure which card exactly you could send, but that's alright as well. Sitting on these two monsters. Alright, yeah, you do get the contact here and you mill that contact with Ukabak. Banishment from the grave still didn't activate, so there is one search remaining. He does send a banishment, so that tells me he will be activating it very shortly. And go for Morningstar. Needs 2 tributes to be summoned. He does have them. And Morningstar can also not be targeted while another Dark Lord is face up. Bukamundo activated onto the Cyber Slash, and this way he will return. I think he returned the Tez? I'm not quite sure. Bukaback, well.
Yeah, you probably return the MDAS because you can't run over it. And
That's fair.
Return Tez is not very good because he can use it. He can use the effect from him.
Right. I was thinking more along the lines of it being a dead card in hand. Same for Ukobak. Even though it's a normal summon, he already has used his effect. But he would have been prompt to normal summon the Morningstar anyway. So yeah, Amdas makes the most sense here. And now, well, Sunsun's line of play may have changed. Will he still go for that Morningstar play? All of Sunsun's cards are glossy. Well, not these two. I think these are in rarity cards though, so makes sense. Ekandukoback, okay. He's going for a rank 3. Oh.
Oh, he's going.
He's gonna Corbage.
Oh.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah. Oh, and that guy dragging the Thunder Charger to top it off. Well, this Tez was summoned this turn, pretty sure, but M does send the Morningstar. Well, Sanctify for good measures, that's good enough. Only left at 1400 is Chris. A lot of the Harpies monsters do have like 1300, maybe 1400 defense. So even an attack through them, be it face up or face down, it's not gonna be quite enough. Soon. Well, that's just gonna be it. Wow. Dark Lords taking a game. And stopping Chris's 3 win streak with Harpies there. Amazing. Once it's a win, it doesn't stop. That's the lesson taught here. And now, well, it's gonna be sudden death because both of the players are on their last decks now. This win will be quite important for both of the teams, whoever which gets it, because you put the other team into that last counter pick position where they use their 4th player. Meanwhile, you still have your 3rd player up, and then, well, you get to know your opponent's deck, and with that you can choose accordingly which of the 2 players to send. And well, Bouncer Dragons make 26 cards, Yubel. Not often that that Yubel decks aren't, just under dragons.
Yeah.
First.
Ralup subbing at tier 1, 17th month, thank you. As well as the Orange 6311. I missed that one from earlier. Thank you as well for the first month at Team Wars. Make sure to check out the fantasy account. Banishment at Zukobak. You can mill a contact here if you have the M-Dusk. As an SN as well, we'll be dropping the Desire once again, but Also not an Aston. And well, it's a better position than the first game for sure. Not as best for the second one.
Actually, how is this matchup? Like, Garfield versus Thunder.
I honestly have no
I can't believe
clue.
I'm passing that, but okay, yeah.
No clue, but like it's reminiscent a bit of the old meta. We have seen Dark Lords be relevant around the same time as Thunder Dragons, I'm pretty sure. Back when Thunder Dragons were obviously more synchro oriented. I could be wrong though. I misremember a lot of the 2019 meta. Well, let's see. Hawk into Dark is not going to be sufficient, I think. Dark at least adds duo, but I still don't quite see it. Okay, now I can see it. I actually didn't see the father for the duo there. Duo, very good card here. Can very easily get over that Nastin, or rather prompt Nastin to special summon another Nastin. Soon going to send opponents to Shadow Realm. We'll see. He managed to get one win, although it was a repeated win. After his very unfortunate sword hand in game 1. But at least we got to see Dark Lord from him again. Sanctified. Not negating, but gaining attack, gaining life points from duo. Gonna mail a banishment here. Well, that does, you know, trigger Trust and Sword Trap, so he can only top into Contact or Banishment. Tops into Contact. Probably the lesser desired one. You probably would have wanted Banishment into Contact, but that's fine as well. Still have one Banishment in the grave. Well, are we going to see Morningstar though? For the first time. We will. Yep. It is his only play after all. Morningstar, what's it gonna mill? Oh, this is the special sound effect first. Then we're gonna mill.
Oh yeah, he does mill.
Alright, mills, a Namdas, and another Ukobak. So, not quite a banishment. But still, well, Tez, that's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, and you can just trigger Draw Sense again next turn for a potential banishment.
So now thinking if he should give this what could be a Dark Search. And thinks better of it and wants attack. Still, Chris does have 5 cards here to work with. Sun only has that one negate at his disposal. Also, well, a float into a negate, better said. Where's tier 0 Necros? I mean, we've seen Trisha earlier. Not the Necros one, but it, you know, it counts. It's the same. It's the same dragon / girl. Because like the Necros, Trisha is like a girl, right? No, I'm thinking of Brian or Gungnir actually. I'm thinking of Gungnir.
Gungnir, yeah, he's Gungnir.
Yeah, I don't know how Necros of Shushula
Oh,
looks
here
like.
we go, Melody.
Oh. Well, I guess we could call this over at this point because, well, one negate you have to use it for Levy, but the second one for advance.
He's gonna try to force the negate by going.
Yeah.
Oh wait, can't he just go like force focus or something?
He could.
And it's just over, right?
Yeah. Even Bouncer here could help.
Yeah.
Not even M7 is needed at this point. But yeah, Sun realizes that, gotta flow now. But that's the issue, he's gotta flow now. And has to. I don't even know, man.
So let's say he. Okay, then in that case, Chris goes for M7, I would say, right?
Perhaps.
Oh yeah, he has to pop. Yeah, he has to pop the Morning Star first, right? Yes. Does it?
Yeah, because Morningstar cannot be targeted as long as you have Dark Lord monsters. So Levy, non-targeting, and just get rid of that.
Then you go M7, bounce the test, and tribute the Levi for Hot Eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's game.
And then you just advance for the game. Yeah, a little, perhaps unfortunate, but Chris did have quite a good follow-up for this turn.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. You can just tribute some in advance. Pop it.
Yeah, at this point, like, there's so many ways to game here.
And Chris putting BMP on his back.
Oh wait, he already tribute someone earlier.
Oh.
I actually missed that. It was the first action that occurred. So that is one more turn for Sun to hopefully do something, but force focus. He needs to put out that second monster on the board, and he will do that with the contact. Good thing now is that Chris has to negate this, or well, he's just gonna use the Tez afterwards. Hello, Neo-chan. Good to see you. What low-level monsters are using? Usually the Battery Man I've seen. Haven't seen either Goldsark nor Lupine from either of the two BNP players who used Thunder Dragons. Sanctify to be added.
I think the more common one is the Solar plus Goldsuck nowadays.
Yeah, I know of that in particular as well, yeah. Haven't seen a lot of Lupines lately.
Going to Suicide.
That's a
So now
fair one.
Yeah. So now he's Neston and Amdes gets to go off.
Ooh, second Levy. Did he already have it in hand? He did.
Oh yeah, he had it in hand. So you have to negate this.
Yeah, keep in mind there is no contact at this point. So this last Amdas with this last negate, that's gonna have to do it for this turn. And let's not forget, Chris.
So hard, though. It's so hard though.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Oh my god. Like nah, you cannot like even
But the
with
thing is, Simpson has
8,000.
like 8,000 life points, man.
Yeah, but even then, like you add Roar
Can Chris-
here, you can Hawk.
Can Chris TK him?
Yeah, I think so. You have 8,800 damage, right? If you went for a Heliopolis, then you... He didn't Hawk. Maybe he was low on timer, I don't know. Contact. That's no bad instrument, so that's a little unfortunate, again. But it's better than drawing into Sanctify. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
that's
drawing
it.
banishment there. That was the
Mm,
seal in the deal. Well, with that, Genkai Code loses the lead, and Chris 4-1. Yeah, decisive there. RPs as well as Thunder Dragons as the pair of decks. To be fair, that Lavineer was already in his hand. We knew there was also one Advanced Dragon. So we don't know the exact top deck card, but I do think he had King, right? If he had Heliopolis. Heliopolis, that's a 3k beater. Advanced Dragon, that's a 3k beater. Hawk, I'm pretty sure he added Hawk with the Dark. He could have special summoned a duo. That is what? 8,800. And that's without taking the burn damage into account from Advanced Dragon. Or wait. Okay, I don't even know, but that was a lot of damage. Still did result with the win for Chris. And, you know, him being the saving grace here. All Ain will be coming through next. In the previous seasons, he was regarded as one of the best players from rookies, and well, the rookies surely must miss him a bit because they did miss playoffs, and Genkai Code is. So let's see just how much of a contribution he can have to this match in particular.
yeah, so this guy is he's the second Gaia player that went against when they played against Sensei last week.
Ooh, yeah, that's good
Yeah.
information. Especially if you are Chris here, because you are expecting to get countered. Ooh, alright, he does have the Lupine. With the Roar as well, so that is, you know, just the good old Thunder Dragon opener. Can set up for a Bouncer here, which could be pretty ideal against Gaia. Would need something like a Chalice or a Book of Moon to disable that Bouncer. Force Focus as well works just as well. Bouncer, Force Focus, same thing, pretty much.
Yeah.
Against the Gaia. Hello, Vini. Once again, welcome everyone, and shout out to you guys. 410 viewers for one of the best matches that we could have gotten in the playoffs. It's good to see you, and hopefully you have been enjoying this match for as much as us did, Bixie. quite a couple of back and forths, but lately it has been Chris's reign. Gateway adding the Gaia. We're gonna be setting 3 though. This tells me that he probably opened just this one monster of Magical Knife.
Or maybe he just didn't open like book. Nah.
It's a little unlikely, I think.
Yeah, because he said 3, so chances are he didn't open the second monster.
Right. They could also be bluffs. No one is saying that they cannot, but bluffing against Star Dragons could be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
Hawk, that will be the second material. for a potential duo, or oh, not anymore.
Yeah. So if you're
Only if he tribute summons, but I don't see why you would.
yeah TTH
Oh,
expected.
yeah. Four counters
Yeah.
on the gateway. What does this even do?
He can search the ritual spell now. He can search. He can search the super soldier ritual.
BLS, Super Soldier,
Bro.
where you at?
Don't laugh, man. Watch him do it.
Imagine. I mean, that skill
Imagine.
could be pretty good. Like, Gaia and BLS do synergize quite a bit, but
Yeah.
no, you gotta give up quite a lot of engine for Gaia for that.
Oh man, he didn't draw the second monster.
Yeah,
That's rough.
and Chris, well, he has sufficient fodder for pretty much anything now.
Yeah,
He could just levy
but
and
he has
clear
three.
everything.
He has 3 roars in the grave, right?
He does have 3, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
Okay.
Prisma. Nice. Oh,
Oh,
that is a
cool.
duo.
Dude, it's a good.
Alright, not quite the levy. Also does the hawk effect, so he really intends here to just try to grab that that levy with just one. Solar off the top, off of the reshuffle. Well, that's still fine. We'll be attacking now.
But it's so bad though. He has to like double book thing.
Yeah. Oh no.
Must have been like 1 book, 2 chalice or something. That's
Yeah.
why.
Certainly not enough to block 2 attacks.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Your Genkai, you gotta repeat this, right?
Yeah. If there's any place to use the repeat, I think this very well could
Do
be
they
it.
do they still have a repeat left?
Yeah, and they just use it. Alright,
Okay.
so yeah, we will be seeing Gaia up against Thunder Dragon once again. He had 2 turns and his only playable card was TTH. Pretty much. Well, you know, if he ran, you know, Super Soldier Synthesis, he could have also... Okay. It's okay. Oh, Sniffus, thank you for backing me up. It's BLS. He has a bunch of ritual spells. But yeah, more realistically, it could have been something like a few chalices and probably just like 1 book. He needed to not use Gateway, better chance to draw monster. Perhaps that's a good way to look at it, but obviously in retrospect, probably had a few more chances to pop into a monster. Either way, just a little unlucky. At least this time he does have the combo. Two sets, oh no. Well, he doesn't intend to go for the fusion, so those 2 cards, they better be something like the TDH we've seen earlier. Perhaps a book. Chris, 5 cards. We've seen Lupine from you. Are we gonna see it again?
Oh no. That's not a good sign.
Not a good sign at all. Not a whole lot of cards you can normal set in this deck. Gotta be that one solar.
It's gotta be that monster on his playmat.
Oh. Oh no, I didn't even think about it like that. Oh no. Sphere. Giveth, sphere taketh.
But realistically, hard for him to DK. He has to have Gaia plus.
Plus soldier plus the dark flare, I think.
Yeah. Or he just goes like Sky Galloping.
Oh yeah, with piercing if he's got it, but
Sky Galloping Dark Flare is lethal, I think. Yeah. It's
oh yeah,
2-3
yeah, he can
points.
just flip it up. Yeah, no need to pierce.
But that's assuming you make a read that the set is a sphere removal. Because if it's like a solar, then if it's a solar, it's not lethal. It's 3,500.
Yeah, it's 35. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of whether you want to take the gamble.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of cases where it is pretty good to still go for that fusion. Veil, obviously 0 attack. Sphere Kuribo, 300, so... Search for a soldier.
Searching for the soldier kind of tells me that he has Dragon's Mirror set, maybe. Or in hand.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, that's surely good still for him, but will be the battle phase. It was the Veil. Yeah.
Not the Sphere Kuribo. Oh man.
Hello guys. Ahurun, Mike, Rice Cake. 400 viewers, lots of regulars. Oh no.
He sets another monster.
Please don't just pass on this. Oh. Oh no.
It's just over.
It's just over. Like yeah, you had Dark Flare and it's just it. Like Chris, he doesn't have a 2400 defense monster by any means. So
yeah. Yep. So that's it.
That's it. Second Veil.
Yeah, but if you're BMP, you're probably happy with how Chris did.
Oh, definitely. 5 and 2 against amazing players, no less. That's it's gotta feel good for you and for your team.
So the score is 7-6 now.
Yep.
Okay.
So left still for Bricks and Potatoes are -1 and Grucius. Scary names to face, but just as scary. Just as scary are Elaine and Kanzawa. The price for having Melody all past games. That is true. They did open quite a lot of melodies. Chris, especially in the first game when he knocked out Unsun, if I recall correctly. And Sniffus doing that one play where he did add 2 OGs instead of 1 because he did already have the melody in hand. Well, we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. Match is getting very close, so maybe we can take another look at the graphic prepared for this match. So I mentioned last time around that this is the debut season for Genkai Code, but almost all of the roster really is familiar with Team Wars as a whole, and well, Hanzawa still is yet to come on the table. It's still all lane left, but Kanzawa is the final boss, and -1 on the other side, who just as well didn't come in yet. Both sitting at 21 wins. I believe that's like over 7 played for each just by their losses. They could have played more, but they were part at least in 7 matches. So they are both very integral to the success of the team. And well, other players that we could have taken a note of would have been Chris, which we have just seen how amazing he was, getting 5 wins just like that off of a pretty bad deficit of 2 and 4. whereas on the other side of Genkai Code, you would have had ATM, the rookie of Genkai Code, one of the new players in Team Wars, and well, in the past he did deliver quite a lot, especially with his signature deck of Tramids. This time around he isn't on today's lineup, but as for other info, we did have them face off against each other. Bricks and Littles did win the encounter, but Genkai Code are seeking for revenge. So let's see how that goes as Grucius comes to the table. Hi, I am Gru. I am Groot? I am Groot? I am Grucius? I saw there was one picture of the upcoming Marvel movies, and I have seen I'm Groot there, so maybe he's doing some free promo for Marvel. Good guy, Grucius. Well, we do see the Gaia finally comes through for the first turn of a lane. This time around, well, obviously you want that to happen. You want to pop that Harpy Sunding Ground.
I am God.
Big Daddy, currently on a 24-month streak. Thank you so much for the sub, Daddy. And you can check out the playoffs prediction bracket. I think it's not over yet. Taha has to fill us up on that info, but nonetheless, thank you for supporting Team Wars. Elaine with 2 sets, finally, one Gaia player that opened a couple of sets, and the Fusion Monster. Channeler. Name rules never enforced. Well, does have Gru. But we'll see. Big delay here, Elaine. He obviously has something here. Question is which exact cards you have here. There's always that potential of Soul's Nest.
Yeah, I think if anything, you use the monsters effect first, because the back row, if it's like a book or a chalice, you can always reset the attack if nothing happens.
Right. Well, now it's Gru's turn to hopefully respond, and no response whatsoever. No Soul's Nest. Chandler sent to the grave.
Oh, there was a delay though, so...
Was a delay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, one set
I
only.
missed. Oh, one set.
Still, as long as Elaine doesn't top into something like another Gaia or Curse of Dragonfire, or just, you know, anything to activate the field spell, should be looking relatively fine for Gru. Got some news that the other game within the playoffs of top 12 will be starting relatively soon. We have Diffusion, champions of Season 7 and Season 9, go up against Shizuki Reborn, who are a new team as of this season, and they had quite a comeback, down 0-3 to make it 6-4. So make sure to also watch that journey as soon as this game ends, as we will rate. Gaia. adding the origin, so he did have a level 5 dragon type. I missed which one it was, either Dragon Fire or you know, Dark Flare, but Pukamoon.
Huh.
In the battle phase for the fusion. And well, just a poke of 1600 from the origin. Challenger number 2. This time around there is no more Gaia Pop there, but there are 2 back rows to deal with this. Book instantly on the Chandler. Are we going to see finally that Soul's Nest? No. No Soul's Nest whatsoever from Grucius. And well, last turn we have only seen 1 back row set, and this time around we will see none. Gru, he flipped down that Gaia, so now its attack will be reset. And at this point, well, Origin treats itself as 2 materials, so does have lethal. If he has that magical knife, but he, oh, no matter what, like, he has lethal just on the board itself. So a little unfortunate there. All Ain takes the win. Do have 1 repeat. Okay, just as I speak of repeats, they intend to repeat, so that will be at repeat number 2, and now we hop in back again. Seven to 7, still very close, and well, Gaia took the first win. Will it be able to take the second just as well? A lot of Genkai supporters in the chat. We love to see that. And all Bricks and Data supporters may have went a little quiet. Chris's performance was indeed amazing. But let's see if Grucius is able to match that. Three sets. MST for 1 from a lane, which will be, it's gonna be the rightmost bluff egotist. Not exactly what you want to see, unless you for some reason it's not a good hit. Let's just call it that. Destroying the egotist out of the 3 sets. Sorry, Grucius is 0-1, not 1-0. Alain does have the combo to use the Magical Knight as the Curse of Dragonfire. And now, well, are we going to see anything here? Dragonfire should be activating pretty soon. Get that Harpy Sonic Ground off the field. Get a +1 out of the way there. Oh, TTH. Oh, that's huge. Should be resolving, yeah. Oh, that MST. If it only hit that mill set. Elaine also has 2 back row. Well, now back to Grucius. And well, he does have 2 cards in hand. Chandler right off the top. Don't tell me you also have fodder for that. Elaine surely is not gonna let you. Oh, he does have fodder. It's a Featheress, no less. Oh, it's the Chalice.
Rip.
It's the Chalice coming through. And well, Grucius, you cannot have Soul's Nest too, right?
He's thinking might be a book.
Could be a book, yeah, but the issue is that his Egotist is dead.
Yeah,
So
true.
he can only go into that Oracle. if he intends to go into anything. Chain will resolve, Chandler will be negated. Goodbye rest. And well, Elaine has gotta be fully dependent on a top deck right now. Quite a few cards you can get here. Just has to be the right one in this situation. Oh, Galloping Guy activates. If it's like a Dark Flare, or even a Soldier. Okay, he reveals a Gaia. It's the Origin, actually. Well, that still puts him... Well, doesn't put him. It's not the Magical Knight that you're looking for, but it's sufficient to get over the Chandler, so that's still very good. And also, you know, as the Dark Flare, just one more tool to be able to get rid of that Chandler. Because at this point, there's no way you get rid of 3 more monsters. There we see the attack coming through, Chandler destroyed. And Origin, well, poking for 1600. At this point, Grucius, not sure if there's any good top decks left still in the deck. The fact he started with just back row, that was too rough for Elaine. Very easily could deal with that. One more set. I don't know if there's any card that could save him there, and there is no card. Genkai code getting to bring out the last player out of Bricks and Potatoes first. All Ain. Reminder, he's still on that repeated deck of Gaia. -1, the last player coming through for the side of Bricks and Potatoes. What a match thus far. I'm sure, like, at this point, it's the pressure just builds on. If it already wasn't building on, it's building right now in this very moment. From the very start, when Sun, unfortunately, with that hand, I remember it distinctly, he just couldn't do anything against Haru, and they had to repeat the starter of Melodious up against Melodious. From that point, if the pressure wasn't building on, now surely it's at its fullest. While Chris surely has alleviated that a bit, 5-2 is no easy scoreline to match in the playoffs, nonetheless against a team like Genkai Code. And well, Elaine, Gaia, one Gaia and a Dream. But also on the other side, one Neg, or rather Neg 1 and a Dream. Should be coming pretty soon. And well, we'll be getting the game started very soon. Let's go, boys. Will Elaine keep his streak of just keeping himself on the table up until the end of the match, or will Neg 1 finally successfully get him off? Neg going first though. Could be pretty good as long as you open the ideal hand there. One set, two set. Oh no. 3. Oh no. Not again. 3 sets, just like Grucius. all in. He did have that MST, but I'm willing to believe now Neg at least can try to deal with this. Oh no. Last time around, we saw that TTH come from Grucius, which turned out to be quite good on that turn, completely stopping the turn, but now gotta be just a little more than just that. Gateway that guarantees you a monster for the skill. This is such a close game, guys. You really don't want to miss this. Earlier in the match, Mini Mizek raided us. Thank you so much for the raid. With a party of 7 viewers, so make sure you check him out as well there. Now back to the game. Gateway still activating, still trying to. Alright, searches for the origin here. 110% guaranteeing that he does have that magical line in the hand. Activates the Gaia off of the skill. And well, surely he's got the combo already up. Be it already hard open, because he did open Magical Knight for sure. Or you know, has no field spell in order to get through that. Does Neg though have that elusive MST? Try to get rid of this guy. No. He reveals the origin for the Dark Flare, guys. That's 4 monsters in hand, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 4 monsters in the hand. Magical Knight. Facials that Dragonfire. Says goodnight to that +1 free Harpy Ground off of the Harpy Ground skill. No response, no nothing. At least a book, perhaps, to stop what could be this fusion, or even a TTH. A TTH as well could be used soon as a lane specials that Dark Flare, or yeah, that Dark Flare. You know that we know 4 of the cards in hand. Okay, Book of Moon at least will be preventing not just the fusion, but also the Dark Flare summon. Still, Neg1 still on the back foot. All lane, sufficient fodder in the hand for a next turn. Hacks will be going through. That's at least something more to pressure Neg1 with. All in, going all in, yeah. Pretty much. DDH to be used onto the 2 monsters. Has 1 Oracle. What else do we have? Nothing. It's got nothing. 1 Soul's Nest. Oh no, don't tell me you have another one. Don't tell me you have 3 Soul's Nest. 2 Soul's Nest. Perfumer. Can get to add something here, but the face down will be the Soul's Nest, and that's game. Oh my god. It looks so desperate. It looks so desperate, but he managed to get it in the end. TTH destroyed 2 monsters. Double Soul's Nest attack with all 3 Harpies for game, and now we're bringing out the big guns. Neg1 versus Kanzawa. Oh my goodness. What was that? Oh, well, speaking of Neg1 and Kanzawa, let's check back that graphic once again. Need I remind you, they are their team's best players. The two best players from each team, Neg1 and Kanzawa, both sitting at 21 wins. Both single-handedly winning 2.1 matches, pretty much, are going to face each other in the last, what could be, 3 games or 2. This is the last stand. The last dance, what could be for either of the teams for this season. So, if it wasn't hype enough already, or even I talk a lot about the pressure here, and it certainly has to be talked about because this is the point where it's either win or lose. Let's check that out. Kanzawa coming in against Neg1. Kanzawa on the bottom, going first. HeyZZy on his side. We know Genkai code does love a bit of tri-mids, but usually from what I've seen personally in the previous duels, they do prefer it on that Sartorius with the light barrier. Again, Kanzawa going first with the Chandler. Exactly what you want to see there, a Chandler. Yeah, not a whole lot of Tri-Mids or Black Wings players, guys. It's a few years that have passed since that. But 2 cards. Oh no, he has no fodder for slash someone. We haven't seen a single slash in the last what? 4 or 5 duels. None from Grucius, none from Neg, none from Kanzawa. That's 3 players with 4 decks total. In which we haven't seen any Cyber Slash. We have seen Oracle swing, Soul's Nest into Perfumer swing into, you know, Chandler swing, but we haven't seen a single cyber. Oh no. Not again. Not again! Not again! No. Heartbeats, everyone. Stimulator of opening 3 back row. Oh my god. And now we're at the point where whoever extends first the most, I think that's the player who's gonna lose this. So I think the best position here is just to chip away slowly at -1 life points here for Kanzawa. And well, Neg has to match that somehow. A Harpist here would be very, very ideal. Not only, alright, Oracle, 1300, it cannot crash, but can at least get back that HHG for the next turn. It should be very well protected here, considering the 3 sets. Let's see how this ensues. Big pause right there, but whoever TTHs first, well, the opposing player can just Soul's Nest. That's the big issue here. Whoever commits first, I think is the player who's gonna lose. And Kanzawa so far is in the winning position solely because of the higher attack monster. This is so close, yet so far for both teams. Yes, Jigglypuff. So that's another storyline that this match has, where Sun, after he left Destiny Draw back a couple of seasons ago, he joined Bricks and Potatoes, and well, it was for one season and a bit. Last season, Bricks and Potatoes didn't manage to make playoffs. They were 5-2, but lost all 3 games in their group. Okay, first Soul's Nest to be seen. On to Chandler of Kanzawa. Are we going to see the Perfumer here? Or perhaps a Harpist? Or even an Oracle here. An Oracle grabbing back that HHG. And if you have another Soul's Nest, it will be the Perfumer. Main deck HHG one time. Usually not, considering both of the players are on 20 cards. There's just no space to fit that second HHG, and even then, you can just use the one given for free. Oracle will be adding back that HHG for Neg1, and now we're back to Kanzawa. Has one monster, has one Icarus in the hand, and has one MST. Alright, we are sniping the leftmost back row. What's it gonna be? Something like a TTH here, something like a book here are very ideal. It will be the book. You're very fine with that if you're Kanzawa. Second Perfumer coming through for Kanzawa. There is still that rest left to search, which he just did. Now there's 2 Perfumers. Now there's that potential for the Cyber Slash, but Neg, see what he got. Cyber Slash for the first time in like 4 Harpy duels coming through finally. Obviously, courtesy of Grusha's first few decks, as well as Neg's first. But finally, we do see a Pokemon for the Cyber Slash. And well, we know there is one Featherest in Kanzawa's hand, as well as an Icarus. So, we know both of the cards in Kanzawa's hand. So, if he intends to set anything here, well, we know that is a bluff. And Neg1 will know that too. So Kanzawa committed, and he probably is looking to end the turn pretty soon. Chalice onto Oracle on Kanzawa's turn. For preventing the Icarus. What a play. Prevents the Icarus here and keeps his Oracle alive. What a play. And that also forced Kanzawa to just Feather Rest for 1. Alright, Neg 1 now with 4 cards up against the 3, but we know he has the HeyZZy. Now, well, he gets to play. And he gets to sing. Soul's Nest coming first. Let's see it. Perfumer for the first target for the Harpies. Keep in mind, Neg 1 still has a normal summon left. He can normal summon whatever, and then he can also activate the Icarus that he probably is searching right now. First back row is dead. Is that the TTH? Is that the TTH? No, it's a dead Soul's Nest. Book of Moon immediately after the search. Oh, Soul's Nest number 2 for Neg 1. We'll be dodging and popping the last back row of Kanzawa. And it's gonna be the Chandler as well. It's another book for the Chandler, and this one will resolve, but keep in mind Neg 1 has a normal summon left. Oracle. Oh, Oracle is one of the few cards that cannot get over that Cyber Slash. But at least we know he's got the Icarus, so that is nothing to worry about. Neg, he can just go for that number 18 here and just probably seal the game. The tables have turned into Neg 1's favor. Whoever commits first, as I mentioned, I think that was the player who lost. And Kanzawa, well, double Soul's Nest. It's the second game from Neg 1 that we do see double Soul's Nest. Cyber Harpy Lady, well, can get over that Harpy, but if Neg 1 has any Harpy Lady, that... Oh, don't tell me he's got Cyber. Oh, he's got the Cyber Harpy Lady, so this is just game right here in... Is it game or am I... It was game, right? Cyber Slash, oh no. He must have misclicked, there's no other way, oh no. Maybe there's a timer issue as well. But he is in the winning position, to be fair. Kanzawa, not a whole lot you can do at this point. And that's gonna be it for Extend Potatoes. After such a deficit, thanks to all lane, they get to match point first. Oh my god. It just cannot get any closer than this, can it? It just cannot get any closer. 9-8. Kanzawa on his second leg now. Neg 1 looking to get his third win and not his first loss. Kanzawa is now back on the table and now we should get our match started. Let's go. What could be the final duel? Let's enter. Oh, Yuzu. You know what that means. You know what that means. Is the Melodious versus Harpy's matchup, most likely. There we see the first movement, so at the very least for Kanzawa, good starter there. Plays the Melodious, the solo. Plays solo off solo. And we'll be settling on just that, the Soprano, normal summon, and the solo. This tells me that he may have that scoring hand. Cyber Harpy Lady, normal summon. Well, that's not exactly what you want to see. Because I'm just gonna say it outright. I'm expecting the Soul's Nest to come through for Neg 1 pretty soon. Big delay here, so we kind of know what's up here for Neg 1. There's a chainable, something like a book, something like a soul's nest. Even chalice could be used here. I was strictly speaking by delays. Yeah, Mozart could definitely be in the hand. I'm sure he could have played this a little differently in other cases. One set, oh, is there no souls? There are just books, and once again we're gonna set 3. Oh, and he's playing around score as well. He doesn't want to swing into soprano. It is his only monster, to be fair. Oh. That was a Cosmic Cyclone in the hand? Darius the rightmost card. And that's a Soul's Nest. He must have not had any other Harpy card in hand. Or just probably didn't want to fully commit. Well, because he is swallowing, he will be having to pop 1 back row, which most likely is the Harpy Sunning Ground. Perfumer can search as well, but breakthrough skill, there's no thank you. There's another Swallows potentially. That search could be going through, but I'm not sure if Neg 1 wants to fully do that. So it's gonna be just that. The Perfumer, Harpy Sunning Ground destroyed. And we're thinking now. We're back to Kanzawa, do remember. He does have the skill active. So he could, for example, choose to send off really either of the, or Sonata. Considering he does have Sonata, he could be sending that if he wants to go for a fusion. For a skill activation into perhaps a fusion, but at that point you would hard lose to that gauge. So he will be intending to go straight into battle, attacks with solo. There were a few quick play delays in hand from Neg 1 on the previous turn. Maybe there's you know, book, and surely not ETH. Okay, there's a book onto the solo, I'm assuming. Or even Sonata is an okay target. But you just want to make sure you don't out solo by battle. Could also book his own monster, not sure if that that really does anything for him, but while booking your own monster there potentially gives you lethal with the Utopia Ray, but no one plays Utopia Ray. Alright, Neg 1, 2 cards in hand, 1 on the field. Chandler right off the top. Do you have the fodder necessary for it? He has a Soul's Nest in the hand. Could go for a Perfumer here. Get, you know, that Egotist. Yes, the Egotist. And now, well, at least there is the fear of no score. Or rather, no fear of score. And does reveal his second Cyber Harpy Lady. Now question is, do you go into anything here? What is Sonata's defense when face down? It is 1500, so probably would want to go into something here, which will be the Cyber Slash. At this point, if that back row is live, you want to prevent your opponent from ever getting close to any of the fusions or that score. 1200 more to the face, 1800 versus 2400. Yeah, Harpy's opened extremely awful. That is no secret. Sonata flipped face up once again. The skill, to remember, it is still active. No Maestra left anywhere, but there's still that potential to draw into a Maestra. Especially if you do run both Mozarta and Chopino. From Sunctious Maestra finally activates. Goes for the Chopina. Now you can add back either the Sonata or the Soprano. Most likely the Soprano. Or, well, Sonata also makes sense. You can use Chopina in order to get over the Cyber Slash, but Shibata usually really is your best case here. And now we're gonna have to see something from Neg 1. He must not let Shibata come through on the field. Soprano effect activates. There's still this last window of opportunity here. And the Fusion Summon will be going through. Shibata coming onto the field, a prismatic Shibata, that looks new. Shibata will be attacking Book of Moon. Shibata immediately chaining. This does mean that the Cyber Slash is unable to return. And well, that's gonna be it. Solo as well. You just crash, you get Mozarta out if you didn't top deck it. And well, Tara very easy crashes here, and now you have Shibata to deal with and 2 cards on Kanzawa's next turn. Neg, what do you have? 1 set. Oh. Well, depending on the delays here, yeah. Oh my god, we're going to the full distance. 9 to 9. Nine to 9. If it was the TTH, well, Kanzawa just played around that. Match point for both teams. Mellow versus Neg 1's last deck. In mind, these two are the best players from their respective teams. -1, Kanzawa. Well, Neg 1 just added 2 more wins to his tally. He's sitting at 23 and 17, while Kanzawa is only at 1-1 currently, so 22 and 15. Neg must switch to his last deck. And now, well, let's get into the final match. Original Shark Castle. Please don't tell me this is water. 23 cards? Well, water doesn't run 23 cards usually. Is it going to be a new box deck? Guys, are you hyped? Are you not entertained? Final duel, but Kanzawa going first, so we're gonna have to wait and see what the spice is from Neg 1 on the next turn. 2 sets. We're gonna see a third or perhaps a monster into a skill activation. Which will it be? It's gonna be the score, so obviously we'll be going for that Chopina, add back the score, We know there is one score in a hand at the very least. Neg1 knows that very well. Now back to him. Which card will it be? Which deck will it be? Let us see, Neg1. Come on, King of the Swamp. All right, we can probably just by the process of elimination assume that this is the Christians, or is it? Sends the Soul of Near. We know it's Christians. Mud Dragon of the Swamp coming through. First card out. Sends the Abyss Spike as well as the Soul. And he does also have Fistburn. So that's a couple of cards he can very well work with. He still does have that normal summon available at his disposal. 23 cards Christians. Very interesting to see, and well, let's see just exactly what he can show to us. Rosenix, that's a level 4. This one as well. Banishing itself, you can add 1 crucial monsters from your deck to your hand. Oh, Citri! It's been a while since we've seen her. Citri coming down, there is a possibility for that. Oh no. Level 4 plus level 2, that's a Branach. Oh, goes for Coral Dragon. Well, both of them do the same thing right now. You destroy the Shopina here. Discards Fuma Wave. Oh my god. They cannot be targeted right now. Kanzawa. Do you have anything to stop this lethal play? Anything whatsoever? Rosenix can banish itself for a token as well. Goes for another Thinker Summon. This has to be Gungnir, right? It is Gungnir. Draws 1 off of the Coral Dragon. Discards 1. It is the Impact as well. MSD. Oh no. This is it. This is it. Neg1. The comeback to win against Genkai Code. 10-9. Using Christrons as his very last deck after facing so many. No words, just no words. What a game that was. What a game. What a match, rather. And well, obviously both sides played extremely well from the very beginning to the very end. We have seen so many decks being played there. We have seen double Thunder Dragons from Bricks and Potatoes. We have seen double Gaia from Genkai Code. Obviously Dark Lords being played and Christrons. The set card was Breakthrough Skill, a card that sadly couldn't do anything there. And well, Bricks takes the win against Genkai Code once again. We'll be looking to interview as well someone from Bricks and Potatoes. Either Chris or -1 could be pretty cool, or even the manager as well, C. Perozo. One responsible for the lineups. And well, please stand by with us because we will be having an interview with Neg 1. Just damn. There's no words up until we're gonna have Neg 1 come up. Bricks and Potatoes, 52% of the total gems were favored for them. Imagine just how close this game was. Damn. All the deck lists, all the teamers deck lists, unless the grand finals ones aren't to be posted. So if you want, you want to ask someone on the rosters, but all right, I will be moving up rather Neg 1. Give me one moment, guys, and we will be having him join for the interview. Hello, Neg 1. Impressive, very impressive win there against Genkai Code, one of the opponents that just always seems to be very dominant. And even though you defeated them last time, this time it was even more close, and thankfully it did end up with your victory, especially thanks to your efforts and Chris's. So I don't know, I want you to first of all congratulations once again, and second of all, guide me through these past few games, right? Because we have seen Grucius just completely break and be unable to play, and then you came in, and just a little more about this.
Yeah, we just didn't draw the best. And then I think both of my Harpy games were like super crusty, because like I went to activate the Patriarch effect, and then I hit the defense button. So,
oh,
like, my
yeah.
hands were shooting.
That's unfortunate, yeah.
Which was like unfortunate, but I guess it happens, whatever.
Yeah, you know, that could also be a factor attributed to pressure, because you are the anchor, you are the best player statistically from Bricks and Potatoes, and you are facing off against the best player from Genkai Code, statistically speaking, Kanzawa. And well, I don't know, just a clash of the titans, you could say. But it was certainly unexpected that you were playing Christians for your last deck. So a little more words about the Christian pick, perhaps?
Well, Christian is like a safe card or deck option for like Harpy. Just because matchup wise it's not so bad. Who joined?
Right.
Well, someone joined the call. But yeah, it's good against Harpy. The bad matchups are like a lot of other stuff. Like Melodious is a pretty bad matchup, but you didn't see a fusion play, so I was pretty grateful.
Yeah,
so.
the only fusion play that was seen was from you with the first action Mud Dragon, and well, 23 cards as well, Christians. How do you think that fares up against the bigger version?
Like the bigger version of Crystron?
Yeah, like any notable differences gets you?
You're just not gonna see Thistvern enough in the bigger version. That's a problem. Like, if you just keep adding cards, at some point you're just not gonna draw Thistvern or Smiger, or not Smiger, Self. And because of that, you're not gonna be able to make a Crystron play. So even if you can make Mud Dragon, it doesn't matter. So it's like you have to make Mud Dragon and a Crystron play for it to be like an effective deck, I think.
Right, yeah, that sounds very plausible, because with this burn, yeah, we have seen it being very well used on that lethal turn of yours. And well, Gungnir, that was a good sight to see. The extension from Core Dragon with the token into the Gungnir, and just Kanzawa as well, just giving up there, MSing his own breakthrough skill. That was a little sad to see. Yeah, as for other just the lineup in general, that was quite varied from you. I've seen quite a couple of Thunder Dragons. what do you think is the best stand-in for Thunder Dragons? What do you want to send it into?
A lot of it depends on what deck you're building, but Gaia is typically like the easiest send-in, but Gaia itself is not that great of a deck.
Right, yeah.
So you'd much rather like prefer sending like a Melodious because it can be teched for the matchup.
Yeah, that's actually a
So
pretty good point because surely you noticed, but Genkai Code did use 2 Gaias in their previous week's match against Sensei, and if you did expect them to play Gaia, and well, they probably expected you guys to also play Thunder Dragons, well, you fortunately got rid of those Gaias quite early on. Or well, Alain did manage to strike a bit with it, but in the end, well, you came in and it was kind of game over at that point for the Gaias. Not sure. Do you have, for example, any shoutouts or any words you would like to give before we close out?
shout out to the team for showing up. Shout out to everybody who like actually played. Shout out to Genkai Code. They were a very strong team, so we were. It's unfortunate that we had to play them round 1 because, you know, some of the members on Genkai Code were on the team last season, so we're good friends. So it was unfortunate to knock each other out, but yeah, we hope to go to finals.
Yeah.
Take it home.
Yeah, and that's also counting the fact that you were in the same division as well. And well, you're also about to face the next opponent, which is FHX, still in the same division. Not quite sure how that game turned out, either in your win or your loss, but FHX certainly started powering up this season. I don't know. Any predictions for the next match? Probably you're gonna see that you're gonna win.
If we're lucky, we'll win better. But the goal is, if you're unlucky, you want to win 10-9.
Yeah, sounds very plausible. Thank you so much, Nevan, for the interview, and congratulations once again on your win. And well, good luck next week.
All right, thanks.
And with that, Bixie is currently away, so we're probably just going to have to end the stream right now, while also hosting for what is currently going on, Diffusion up against Kizuki Reborn. So the second playoffs match of round 1, top 12 between Diffusion and Kizuki Reborn. Keep in mind, Diffusion, only Timor's team ever that has won 2 championships, 2 seasons, and Kizuki Reborn, this is their first playoffs as a new team. This is their first season. So make sure you show up for that match, as I will be hosting in just a bit. And thank you once again so much for watching. There was a whole lot of support on this stream, and I sure hope you guys can support Duel Links Lounge as he's currently streaming the other game, and you know, supporting Teamworks as a whole. So thank you once again, and see you on the other game.